Abad Sultan, if you come here, this is one example of the project that we have explained here.
Mister, you can give me your number to set for you the video for the project.
Yes, you don't know my number?
Mister, I sent for you the project.
Who are you? Hamoud?
Mahmoud,
And I tell you that accept the project or give you something to modify your project.
I don't see.
You send it today or yesterday, or when did you send it?
Yesterday in the night.
I didn't see it yet, right?
I don't know.
Because I didn't record your name, Hamoud. 7B, Hamoud is not here. So you sent me yesterday, I will see it, and I will give you recommendation, Hamoud, okay?
Mister,
Mm.
can I
طيب.
make the
About,
project PowerPoint?
yes, you PowerPoint, only PowerPoint? No, not only PowerPoint.
Hi, I'm Cheryl.
Listen, this is one example of the project that you can do it. You remember this one? This video, I uploaded it to Classera.
Yes,
You can see it in Classera.
BNS.
Yes, and how they work. You can make this as project and you can make video like this one to explain what exactly happens in the nervous system. This is a project to show how nervous system works, okay? This is one example, okay? Other example, you can go, as I told you before, you can go to YouTube or Google and type, for example, circulatory system project. Circulatory system
Mr. I will go about the respiratory system.
whatever, anything that's like it. And you can find a lot of different projects here, okay? For example, you see this one, you will see videos, you will see only drawing like this one, you can explain what's happening in the nervous system. But this is very good explanation and very helpful one to understand it. If you want videos, how to do this project, you can see, click videos, and you can see how this project, for example, is made. This is one example. And try to imitate it if you can't do something new, or just try to figure something new to do similar like this one, to do something similar to this one. Okay? Well, that's example. Okay? This is one example of a project for the circulatory system and how it works. And it will explain to you how to make it. All this you can find it. This is cannulas. You can find it in some stores in front of King Fahd Hospital here in Lufuf. You can find all these supplements in such shops that sell something related to the hospitals. You'll find some of these stores in front of King Fahd Hospitals. If you want to more information, you can ask me and I give you more information. So this one example of circulatory system projects. You can search for respiratory system projects, for example. You will find a lot of things. You can do it like this one or whatever. You can do a lot of things like this one, okay? It's a project that express how the respiratory system works. Nervous system, you have seen something like it, and so on. Choose your own project that express what you have learned and do it, and then you are done. Okay, Abdulaziz Sultan? Any questions, Abdulaziz? Okay. So today, inshallah, we're going to review question topic 2, lesson 5, which is talking about controlling system. We have two controlling systems working simultaneously to control different functions in our body.
Nervous and endocrine.
Yes, nervous system
Mr.
and endocrine system. Yes.
Mr. Next week we will revise for the worksheet.
We will revise from here, and worksheet I will send it on the. You can read the worksheet on your own self with your own self.
You said yesterday you will send it today. Yesterday.
Yes, I will send the worksheet, but this is not the main thing for the exam. The main thing, what I'm doing here right now. You understand it? Most of the question will be from what I'm doing right now. Okay. So I'm saving this session and I will upload it. So you can review from this and from the
Let's
worksheet.
do that for every revision session so we can know.
Mister, I can go to the bathroom and come fast.
Yes, you can do
But
that.
Mr. Yesterday there's a question we didn't do it.
Mister?
One question you didn't do it yesterday?
Yes, I know the patterns of reproduction. There's a question we didn't have time to do it.
I will do it today. Don't worry.
Mister?
Yes?
Did you see my project?
Who are you?
Muhammad Busbeh.
Muhammad Busbih. Did I reply to you on WhatsApp?
I do it again, Mister. When you say for me, I do it again.
Mister, you didn't
Okay.
upload yesterday's session.
I will upload
revision
it
for
today.
yesterday.
I will let both today. This
So
day
Mr.
and
can you do the question we didn't do yesterday?
again.
Can you do the question about patterns of reproduction, the last question? We didn't do it yesterday.
Yes, the last question you mean. The last question. Yes. Can we stop just talking and everything? So in this lesson, we are talking about nervous system and endocrine system. These are the main vocabulary that we have to know in this lesson. We will review it quickly, then we'll go to the questions of this lesson.
Neuron, a cell that carries information through the nervous system.
So neuron or nerve cell, a cell that carries information through the nervous system. Synapse.
Synapse. The junction where one neuron can transfer an impulse to the next structure.
So it's a space vacuum between two neurons, okay? And in this one, this synapse is the junction between one neuron and the other neuron, and we call it what? Synapse. The chemical message or the electrical message inside the nerve cell is electrical message. Between a nerve cell and the next nerve cell, it is transmitted as chemical signal, not an electrical signal, in the synapse region. So the electrical signal will be transferred or changed into chemical signal inside the synapse. We have explained that before.
Synapse. The junction where one neuron can transfer an impulse to the next structure.
So the space between them is called synapse.
Brain, the part of the central nervous system that is located in the skull and controls most functions in the body.
So your brain, it's easy, the part of the central nervous system that is located in the skull, protected by the skull, and controls most of functions in the body. Control system. Spinal cord.
Spinal cord, a thick column of nervous tissue that links the brain to nerves in the body.
So a thick column that runs into a vertebral column, runs in your back in the vertebral column. And it's nervous tissue that links the brain to the nerves in your body. A gland. This belongs to endocrine system.
Gland. An organ that produces and releases chemicals, either through ducts or into the bloodstream.
So a gland is an organ. A group of glands make the endocrine system. They produce chemical messages that is released into the bloodstream directly or through ducts that will be eventually released into the bloodstream. So the gland is organ. Group of glands make endocrine system. Negative feedback.
Negative feedback. A process in which a system is turned off by the condition it produces.
And the negative feedback, like the process that the body controls, for example, TSH hormone in the body, or the level of hormones of the body. So we have explained this negative feedback process, and through this process, the endocrine system can control the levels of different hormones inside the bloodstream.
Reflex.
Can I go to the bathroom, mister?
Quickly.
Automatic response that occurs rapidly and without conscious control.
Automatic response that happens without control, like moving your hand away from hot surface or blinking. All of these are reflex action. Automatic response that occurs rapidly and without conscious control. Without conscious control. You know about it later after it happened, but you do it without conscious, because this is called, that's why it's called reflex. And it mainly occurs in the spinal cord. What controls the reflex action? Not the brain, but the spinal what? The spinal cord.
Reflex. An automatic response that occurs rapidly and without conscious control.
So this is what the most important vocabulary in this lesson.
So we have to learn all their meanings?
Yes, you have to understand them very well.
Okay. I'm glad I do.
Mister,
Yes.
can you make for us a user and person and reason?
Mister, I remember
And
the
you,
question. It was in the quiz.
Mister,
Yeah.
can you?
also me
Can I answer? I know it.
يا أخي خلني
I will
أتكلم.
think so.
Mister,
Okay, go ahead.
can you make for
Person. طيب. I can't hear you. Sufyan is here because Sufyan was absent yesterday.
Mister,
Sufyan.
all
Not
time I
talking.
want to open this.
Oh.
It said you must take a user from your teacher.
A username for person, yes, you have to
Yes.
take a person.
Mister,
Yes,
can
I'll
you
try to.
answer?
The next semester, inshallah, I'll try to do this for you guys. Again, what other questions do you have? Sufyan is here. Sufyan.
Mister, I can't, he's not in the
No,
quiz.
Mr. Sufyan came maybe last time he came before 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
No,
MashaAllah.
Mister. No, Mister. Sufyan just left now. Sufyan بوشبيت left the
كذاب
conversation.
أستاذ جاي أول أمس.
أصلا اليوم
Okay.
جاي.
Okay.
But
Now,
Mr.
Grade,
Mister, do you
grade
know what
7B.
he do? He open it just when the teacher said for him. He don't say for. He didn't talk.
Okay. Ahmed Anwar Mehesh. Ahmed Anwar.
Yes, Mister.
Ahmed, read the first question, Ahmed, and you will answer only one. Read the question from here.
Robert picks up a metal pan lid that was covering a pot of boiling water and he drops it immediately. Cells in his fingers send the message that his finger had touched heat. Read each of the phrases that describe cells that send messages to the brain. Drag each phrase into the correct box.
Yes. So, a cell carries information through the nervous system. What is it?
I think dendrite.
You think cells through the nervous system, dendrite. That's what. Choose whatever you like. You put it here, it's okay. You want to put it in other place, it's up to you. What do you want to do? What's your answer?
The dendrite is branched structure. I forget.
So, branched structure that picks up information. This is dendrite.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, let's take another one.
Mister, can you answer Ahmed?
محمد الهلال.
حمود. أنا عايز حمود. Where is حمود?
Hamud up behind my name. Hamud up.
حمود, are you there? حمود.
Yes, Mister.
Yes, cell carries information through the nervous system. What is it? What is this? Is it neuron or axon?
Axon.
So cells that carries information through the nervous system, axon?
No, neuron.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure from this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, and the action is what, Hamoud? Receives?
Inform it and send it away from the cell.
That's why we take it here.
Action.
The difference. Let me put them again here, guys. The difference between axon and dendrite, that axon send the information away. So search for the one that says send the information away, because axon sends the information away, while dendrite receives it.
In
So
the
the one
middle.
that receives the information, sends the information away. This is what axon. Axon receives information from what? From the cell body, from the dendrite, it means. And sends it away, from what? From the cell, and sends it away from the cell. This is axon. Branched structure that picks up information. He don't talk about sending anything away, only talk about picking up something, picking up the electrical signal. So this is what dendrites. And cell that carries information through the nervous system is what? Is neuron. Okay, thank you, Mahmoud. Thank you, guys. And let's go for
Mr. Can I answer?
Al-Fahd Ismail. Where is Al-Fahd?
Yes, Mr. I'm here.
Okay, Al-Fahd
Mr.
Ismail.
Justice.
Wait.
Yes, I'm back.
Who's back? Where is Al-Fahd?
Fahd,
You're
yes.
here.
Here, Mr.
He's on the top.
I'm here waiting.
Okay,
here.
Fahd. I'm searching for your name. Okay, read Fahd. Read this one.
Robert picks up a metal pan lid that was covering pots of boiling water. Boiling water, and he drops it immediately. Cells is the message that his fingers had touch heat. The message carried in the nerve impulse, which is transmits nearby cells. What is the space
to nearby cells?
What is the space where one neuron can transmit the impulse to another neuron?
Transmit the impulse to another neuron called?
Signal D.
Signal? You want signal D? So the question says, what is the space where one neuron can transmit the impulse to another neuron? The space between two neurons, Al-Fahd. What is the space where one neuron can transmit the impulse to another neuron? What we call it? We call it signal?
Wait, I'm thinking.
Take your time.
We said it in the definition, Mr. We said it in the beginning of the session.
Nobody talk. Listen. Bravo عليك الفهد. Nobody talks while somebody else is answering, guys. Okay, so the answer, bravo الفهد, it's what? Synapse. Synapse is the bravo عليك. That's it. The space between two what? Between two neurons. Muhammad Al-Hilal.
Yes, Mr.
Take your Muhammad.
Before the قبل الأخير.
والله. Okay, ماشي. Okay. Read.
Robert picks up a metal bandlet.
Robert
picks up a metal bandlet that was covering a pot of boiling water, and he drops it immediately. Cells in his fingers.
Yeah, Muhammad. Pay attention to the periods. You say sentence, then stop and start the other one. So you say, and drops it immediately. Then cells in his finger. Don't immediately cells. Don't say like this. Don't blend immediately with cells.
Okay. Immediately cell and his finger sent the message that his finger had touched heat.
Yes.
This response is automatic and occurs without a conscious thought. What is the response an example of? Reflex.
برافو عليك. It's example of what? Reflex. Because it happens without conscious. When you touch the hot pot, okay, the lid of the pot, and it was hot, he drops it immediately. And that is an example of what? Reflex action. Thank you, Muhammad Hilal.
Mr.
Yes.
Sufyan is in the session.
Where is he? Sufyan.
He is in the session.
He's not answering me.
Mister, he is in, but he is not answering to you.
Yeah,
Because-
Mister.
Yes,
All of
Mister,
the
he are
people
in
is
down.
Sufyan. He
are
entered the
down.
session, but when the Mister say for him something, he didn't talk.
Mr. Kadam Radhi, I know that you say my name, but I wasn't here because he doesn't let me in.
I didn't call your name yet. Okay.
Okay.
طيب حسن البشر. حسن البشر.
Here.
Okay. حسن البشر, read this question.
Okay, I can't see anything until now. Yes, I see. Rosa hit her elbow on a cabinet and felt a tingling in her arm. The tingling settled down after a few minutes. She knew she had hit a nerve, so she looked at a diagram to see where the nerves were located. She also looked at the other major parts of the nervous system. Identify the three parts of the diagram of the nervous system. The first one is the brain. Brain.
Enough. Let's take another one. حسين القنبر. حسين. Answering. Kazim.
I am here.
Okay. So the first one is the brain. What's the second one here? What is this?
Spinal cord.
Bravo عليك. Spinal cord. And the last one will be the peripheral nerves. No need. Yes. No need to
Mister,
repeat.
can you take screenshot for all the questions and send it in the chat?
I'm recording the session.
Yes, okay, yes. I didn't see.
Okay. Let's take
Mister,
another one.
today we will have a quizzes or no?
Mister, I want to answer. I didn't
Khalifa,
answer.
yes, we have quizzes. Khalifa, you will answer. Khalifa, read.
Mister, can you give me later because I'm eating?
Can what?
Okay, no problem. Each spinal nerve has axon, sensory, and motor neurons.
The peripheral?
The peripheral nervous system has 43 nerves connected to the central nervous system to the rest of the body.
Okay.
The space
Drag the words to complete the sentence. The space controls actions such as stop eating and read.
I'm with you. Controls actions such as
Texting
and kicking a ball, while the choices control actions
such as Such as
digestion and rate of breathing.
So, what is the right word for the first space and second space? The space controls the action such as texting and kicking.
Me, master.
الله، ما واحد هيجاوب اهو. answer. عندنا خليفة والانسر.
Me, Mr.
Somatic system.
Again.
The last one of the choices.
So, somatic nervous system. Can you read it?
Automatic nervous system.
I didn't say somatic. I say somatic. Somatic nervous system. Yes, somatic nervous system control texting and kicking. That's true. And what is the second one?
Controls actions such as
digestion and spinal cord. So the second one here is spinal cord. That's what you want?
No, master.
Yes, what's the right answer?
Spinal cord is wrong.
Bravo. What is the right answer, Hamoud?
Automatic nervous system.
Autonomic. It's called autonomic. Okay, Khalifa. Khalifa, do you know the answer right now? The first one is right. Somatic nervous system controls the texting, while autonomic.
I didn't answer.
All of you will answer. We will continue asking questions. Wait.
I want to answer.
Okay. So somatic nervous system controls actions such as what? Texting or kicking a ball, or voluntary actions. The actions that you can control it. Controlled by part of the nervous system called somatic nervous system. While the action that you can't control it, like digestion, breathing, heartbeats, all of this controlled by part of the nervous system called, or subsystem called, autonomic nervous system. Okay, Khalifa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you, Mustafa.
You're welcome. Last question. And let's go for someone who want to answer. The last one who want to say want to answer.
عبد العزيز سلطان عبد العزيز سلطان مستر ما جاوب
عمار. Okay.
Yes.
عبد العزيز وبعدين عمار. عبد العزيز.
Yes.
Answer عبد
Yeah.
العزيز.
Describe the endocrine system and its function include
At least 3 examples of the organs in the systems and what they control. عبد العزيز, are you listening to me?
Yes. حلو.
Okay.
الأوضاع مستقرة. نعم.
Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Everything
very
is
good.
stable. Okay. Answer the first question. Answer this question. Describe the endocrine system and its
Endocrine-
function. So this is the
Okay.
question. What is the endocrine system?
The endocrine system.
And
the
the second
system.
part, its function.
Okay. The endocrine system that
Not endocrine system. And
endocrine.
some people pronounce it endocrine system, but it's generally endocrine system. In American accent, they call endocrine. In the British, they say endocrine system.
Yes.
So say endocrine system. Endocrine system.
Yes, and the endocrine system is send chemical message, compares feedback loops on hormones released by enteral glands of an organ.
What are you reading from? What are you reading from?
From the book.
I don't read from the book. I don't need to read from mind. Tell me what you know about the endocrine system.
I know that it's that send a message on a loop released by gland.
To describe something, you have to say what does it consist of.
It consists of the صعب السؤال.
ما هو صعب السؤال. It's easy.
Mr. Can I answer something that I know? I don't want to read.
Let's just give the full chance for the full opportunity for Abdulaziz Sultan. Again, Abdulaziz.
Yeah.
Endocrine system consists of what? Group of what?
Testis and ovary and real
yes.
glands.
What we call it? We call it glands. Yes, bravo.
Yes.
So it consists of group of glands. And
Yes.
what does it do? What does these glands do? What do it does for the body?
إخراج like release the wastes.
No. What is the function of these glands? So let me start with the first part. Endocrine system consists.
The concept of endocrine system.
And endocrine system consists of group of glands. These glands produce chemical signals that controls different functions of the body. This is the definition of the endocrine system. Okay, this is that.
It also regulates the body, right, and release chemical.
Yes, I said that.
Yes, release.
Can you stop talking while I'm talking, guys? When I give you the chance to talk, you will talk. Okay. So, describe endocrine system and its function. The answer for this question is endocrine system consists of a group of glands that produces chemicals directly through bloodstream or through ducts, and these chemical signals called hormones control different functions in the body. This is the first question, or the first part of the question. After this, he added something to the question of Abdulaziz Sultan. I will not answer it. I will leave you to answer it, guys. Include at least 3 examples of the organs in the system and what they do. So he wants you to expand your answer and mention it. So next one will be Ammar, I think, after Abdulaziz Sultan.
Yes.
Oh, what's your name?
Ahmed Adel.
Okay, Ahmed Adel will be after Ammar. Ammar.
Me down, sir, down.
That's
yes.
Okay, go Ammar. So can you say the same answer again, what I've said here, and then continue to elaborate or expand your answer?
The endocrine system consists of glands that produce and release chemical by the duct into the bloodstream.
Okay. And what function of this chemical signals?
What do you mean with the function of the chemical signals?
Chemical signals control different functions in our body. Okay. So, endocrine system consists of a group of glands that produce chemical signals, which is called hormones, through ducts or directly through the bloodstream. These hormones control different functions in our body. This is the full definition. So, want to elaborate? Can you elaborate or expand your answer to mention at least 3? You mention only 1. You will mention 1 organ and its function.
I know the pancreas.
Bravo. It releases what?
It's produced hormones, I know.
Yes, what's the function of the hormone that it produces?
That produces glucose and control the blood glucose.
No, it doesn't produce glucose. It controls glucose level or sugar level in the blood. This is a fact. But the name of the hormone is not glucose. Do you know the name of this hormone that pancreas produces?
Insulin.
Yes, insulin. Yes, insulin is a hormone produced by pancreas, okay, and it controls the blood sugar. The level of blood sugar. Thank you, Ammar. Let's go for Ahmed Adel.
Yes. Another one is called the parathyroid gland.
Parathyroid gland. And what's the function of it?
It regulates the blood's calcium levels.
It regulates what?
It regulates the blood's calcium levels.
Yes, it regulates the calcium level. It controls the calcium level in the blood. So another one, I will pick someone to answer. Anyone want to answer? Huh? Anyone want to participate and answer, guys, or I will move to
who answered can do it again?
Yes, but I want to take new people. Who want to add the 3rd gland?
You can choose.
I will choose. Mahmoud Maher, do you know a 3rd gland? Mahmoud Maher. Jasm after Mahmoud, inshallah. Mahmoud Maher Abu Ghazala.
Yes, mister.
So we mentioned 2 glands. Abdul Sultan mentioned a lot of glands here. Mahmoud, can you mention a 3rd gland? You can open the book and remember it.
Okay.
We have different glands. All of you, you can open your book right now and remember the glands, guys. We have the master gland.
Sir, I know one. The adrenal glands. This is
Adrenal gland, pituitary gland.
Pancreas.
Thyroid
Pancreas,
gland.
we have mentioned it. We have mentioned it, Mahmoud.
Ovaries.
I want Mahmoud Maher right now. All of you mute your mics. Mahmoud.
Thyroid gland.
Thyroid gland. What's the function of thyroid gland?
Produce hormones such as thyroxine that controls
Thyroxine.
energy-related reactions.
That's what? What's the function of thyroxine gland? Thyroxine hormone? Thyroxine hormone. What's the function of thyroxine hormone? Mahmoud.
Controls energy.
Yes. Controls the metabolism or the energy producing in the body. So thyroid gland that produces thyroxine or thyroxine gland hormone, thyroxine hormone, that controls the amount of energy produced in our body. This is what thyroid gland. What other glands, guys? Let's elaborate more glands. Jasim. Yeah, Jasim.
Wait, mister, let me fix my mic and come, wait.
Okay. Fix your mic and come.
Yeah, like this, it's okay.
So we talk about 4 glands right now. Can you add more glands that we can talk about it? A master gland, for example?
Yes, and hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus.
Yes.
What's the function of hypothalamus?
Mister, I know it, but I want to set it from the meaning of the book.
Say the meaning of the book.
Page what?
I don't know the book.
125.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Link the nervous and endocrine system and controls the pituitary gland.
Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. Yes. Hypothalamus is a link between. Hypothalamus has an separated question for itself, because hypothalamus is the link between endocrine system and nervous system. It exists inside the brain, and it controls the or links between the nervous system and endocrine system. Okay, so hypothalamus is the link between the 2 systems. What about pituitary gland? Who can talk to me about pituitary gland? What's the function of pituitary gland?
I know.
Go ahead.
It controls other endocrine glands.
Okay, it controls other endocrine glands.
And it also regulates processes and like growth, blood pressure, and water balance.
Bravo, Alex. So this is pituitary what gland? So guys, anyone can tell me how we control TSH level in the blood? What glands control it? TSH level. If you open page 125, you'll see it. Negative feedback. Who can explain negative feedback? You have a circle for negative feedback. Maybe 26, maybe 27. You have a circle. Who can explain this circle, guys? Session will end in 4 minutes. Yes, go ahead.
Mister, I will say the meaning, and it has 6 types.
So it starts with what? We have explained.
The hypothalamus senses that cells need more energy and signals the pituitary gland.
So I'm going to show it to you here. The negative feedback process.
Mister, can we do the question that was for yesterday, the last one? We didn't do it.
Oh, you need to question the previous one? Okay.
Yes, we didn't do it, the last one.
Okay, I will give it to you.
It is
The last
patterns of reproduction.
I understand. I understand. Last question, huh?
Yes.
I will do it for you. So it's important. So let me go quickly through it. Okay, someone read it. Let me pick someone to read it.
Sir, can I just read the
محمد الهلال.
Can I Ali read?
Malik. Where is Malik?
Not here.
طيب.
Mister, can I go to the bathroom?
You want to go to the bathroom? Go to the
Yes.
bathroom and come quickly. Muhammad Busbih. Muhammad Busbih. And Malik didn't answer me. Ali Suhail Al-Mahanna. Ali Suhail.
Yes,
Ali.
Ustad. Yes.
Okay, Ali. Go read this question. Read this question, Ali.
Normal red cells slide easily through narrow blood vessels. In sickle cell disease, many red blood cells change to a crescent shape like a cylinder moon. Crescent-shaped blood cells cause blockades in blood vessels. These blockades decrease the transport of oxygen. People with sickle cell disease often have sharp pain due to the lack of oxygen in parts of the body. Some people have one sickle cell gene and one normal gene. They have few defective cells and no symptoms because the what?
Symptoms. Be silent. Symptoms.
Symptoms because the sickle cell gene is recessive. How does the human system of reproduction result in people getting one copy of a sickle cell gene and one copy of normal gene? Describe the process.
So the question says here, how does the human system of reproduction, the reproduction in humans, genes and inheritance of genes, result in people getting one copy of sickle cell gene and one copy of normal? How this happen? And we have explained that yesterday. And let me show you that. Reproduction, I think that's it. This is the okay, and this is what the recessive gene, that sickle cell disease gene. This one is responsible for the disease sickle cell or sickle cell disease, red blood cells. So how someone will inherit one normal and one recessive? Anyone can know the answer, guys? It's easy. Huh? Anyone can describe what happens to get C capital C small? Anyone? Yes. What happens?
First, Mister, what you want me to do? Because I think I just say.
I'll say the question again. If someone has C capital C small, normal gene for blood cells, and the gene recessive gene for sickle cell disease, this is the gene responsible for the disease. So how someone will get such combination or genotype or that combination of alleles? How someone can get this one? It's easy. It will inherit one normal gene from one parent.
Yeah,
okay.
One type of blood.
And the other allele, will be what?
The other will be from
the other parent.
The other one.
Yes, the mom, for example. So that's how you describe the inheritance of normal allele and the recessive allele. One normal allele will come from the one parent, maybe dad or mom, and the other allele or recessive allele will come from the other parent. That's the answer for the question. Okay, thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, it's not tomorrow. Next week, inshallah. Have a nice weekend, and don't forget the
Bye.
project.